the UFO shoot downs. Did you see that story that came up at like the start of this week or the end of last week about the UFOs in America?
I heard about it, and normally it's something I would jump on, but I haven't really looked into it. So explain it.
So you know that Chinese spy balloon that was going around, right?
Yeah.
So they got the pictures of the Chinese spy balloon, and then they were umming and ahhing about shooting it down, and then they shot down the Chinese spy balloon. But they had pictures of all the Chinese writing on the side of it
It
and
landed in the
everything.
ocean, didn't it?
And then they actually salvaged it. Like they've got the pictures of them like, hey, we're the US government. Here's the Chinese spy balloon. We got it, guys. Don't worry. Our airspace is tight.
But apparently
And-
America have had ones floating over theirs as well.
Yep,
haven't they?
exactly.
And
So
they've breached the thing like 10 times.
So this
or
is something they're
like
doing all around the world, right?
Mm.
But to factor this into their airspace from now on, they're thinking they can't just have one balloon. What if they have more in America? So they updated their scanners to pick up things that are now that size. Before they were looking for bigger things, like bigger surveillance, kind of like things in the sky at that altitude at like 40,000 feet.
Planes.
Now they're picking up things that are that size of that balloon.
Mm.
And because they've recalibrated their scanners, they have now been picking up unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, aka what we all knew it is,
They changed
UFOs.
it.
They changed the letter in to throw people off. So when they say UAP, they mean UFO. So there were UFOs going around, and they shot down 3 in 72 hours.
What did they look like?
One of them was cylindrical, wasn't it?
One of them cylindrical, like an oblong kind of like cylindrical shape. One of them was an orb, and we've been seeing loads about the Mosul orb for years. Like Jeremy Corbell literally released a photo of the Mosul orb from what was it, Iraq 2016. Like during the war, there's a fucking UFO shooting across like a drone camera. And it's like, dude, it's all been verified. It's all been like, declassified. And now they're saying, and then another one was like some kind of triangular shape, and they've shot these 3 things down. They've all said, like, we've confirmed it, we've done it, they're down, they're off. Even one of them was in like Lake Huron, which is close to Canada, and the Canadian Special Forces requested American Air Force support. So Canada have their own fleet, right? They have their own Air Force and Navy and Army, and they still requested American Air Force support for an unidentified aerial phenomenon. They can shoot down a balloon, bro. It ain't hard to shoot down a balloon. They ain't balloons, these things, though. Like, these things are flying, evading, and it took American pilots to get up there and knock them out of the sky. They've all landed in accessible areas, and yet there's been no footage or story of recovery, no confirmation of recovery. They said, "Oh no, we just shot them down. We ain't salvaged nothing." And you're like, and you picked up the spy balloon, a destroyed balloon, and you can't pick up a fucking a spaceship that you shot down. No trail of the debris from the damage.
That the balloon was over an airbase, wasn't it?
In Washington or something like that.
In quite a few places.
So, how did it get out then? If we haven't seen it, how's it got out? No, it's about the UFOs.
How's the story got out?
How's it got out? Yeah,
because they've literally had to lock down areas of land to shoot down these things when they've recognized them. And by this time, like the story or the phenomenon of like, why is our place locking down? Why is our place locking down? Oh, this radar's picked up this. And there has been, like, I think that there might be one video of one of them that they've shot down, or one image of something, but the story is out and no one is covering it. Only like breaking points, like Crystal and Cigar are covering it. But dude, it is fucking wild.
So there's no pictures, no videos, nothing.
No, but you know what is now in the news, even though it didn't quite get in the news in the start? This Ohio train derailment.
Yeah, apparently that's got something to do with, like, people think it's got something to do with like voting, like,
yeah, some kind of voting shit, right? Yeah. So Ohio has had a train derail, right? And let me go and try and get this video up, because it is absolutely fucking wild of this what's happened here.
I see like a big chemical cloud above the like it was absolutely enormous. It was just like what video is it, by the way?
I'm trying to find it.
Actually coming off, or
so the train has derailed.
Is that what
in
actually
Ohio,
caused the chemicals?
and all the chemicals were in this train, and it is just fucking calamity. Like, here we go. Let's get some volume up on this thing.
Derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. Well, at 9:55 p.m.
Wow,
mate,
that is bad.
So this train has just, for the people that are only listening, the train has just derailed off this thing, and we're looking at all of these train cars caught on fire, and there's just this huge chemical leak that's going into all of the land, and essentially it's been creating hydrochloric acid that is now in the sky, in the air of Ohio. They're also saying that there's been loads of plant life that's been destroyed from it, and just so much just horror coming from it. It is truly, truly terrible. Let's see if I can try and find any more of it. But yeah,
what was it? Hydrochloric
acid. Yeah.
Shit.
Utterly vile what is going on. I think, hold on, let me go here and see if we got anything. No, we tried. But yeah, man, it is absolutely crazy what is going on down there. And it's the only things that these things have in common. Ohio, Michigan, and Arizona, this has all happened this week. A bunch of like vans and trains have been derailed.
They reckon that someone's good. Like, they reckon they're going to do that over something that's going to spark a debate that's going to sort of.
Well, it's because like these states are 50-50 states. They're swing states, right? They can go. They can either vote left or vote right, vote Democratic or vote Republican. By invoking an environmental disaster, you call upon the government to help you out. If the government helps you out, then you're going to be like, oh, thank you, government, and you're going to vote them back in because they helped you in this time of crisis. If they're ignoring you, then you're like, motherfucker, like I am not voting for you bastards.
Little headline about it today. So it's just like,
So what are we saying? Are they exploiting it, or are they? Or are we saying?
Or is it just accidents and fuckery?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm on the bank of there's also information that there's obviously regulations when it comes to transporting such kind of like chemicals and stuff.
And how many people died?
They haven't said how many people have died from this yet because they've been evacuating the places where it's happened.
What about the driver?
They'd have to have like licensed drivers with certain trains with like all sorts of protection.
And they've been jumping through those loopholes apparently, and it is just utterly horrifying. Like, we'll try and stitch some photos onto this to go and like show just how bad it is. But I mean, it is truly, truly horrifying, and nothing's been said about that in the news. And so you just constantly have any calamities happening around the world. Meanwhile, we have to be forced to watch the likes of fucking Sam Smith doing like a devil song and then wrapping himself up like a piece of fucking gammon, wearing like red satin tooth floss. And then after that, he becomes a fucking Chinese spy balloon. Like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, it's insanity. Why do we have to watch this spectacle when there's actual disaster happening and there's really life-changing kind of news, right? Like, we kind of brushed over the UFO thing, but I'm gonna fucking bring it back because these things are important, right? Either these UFOs are they're earthbound. They're a country that's doing this to America, but they're unlike any other country in the world. How many countries can you name? Russia and China. Right. Well, Russia's got a fucking war going on with Ukraine right now. So I think they're a bit too busy to fuck around with America, right? So is it China? Cool. What's the best China's got? China's got a fucking balloon. So what the fuck are these things? And what? And it's not a matter of what are these things like. Just what's in there? What does it look like? Like, what's the intention of this aircraft? What's the intention of this object being here, monitoring us, and then fleeing our attempts to contact it? Granted, the attempts to contact it have been military in design, but what about their attempt to make any kind of like visual public interaction with the top species of this planet? Right, the top most conscious and sentient species of this planet, and you guys are just watching us in the sky, undetectable. And whenever we detect you, like, it's because we're just like, what the fuck are you? Like, why don't you come say hello? Why don't you come say something? What is your purpose here? What is the purpose, bruv? Watch the full episode for free over on Spotify.